The boys are sweating it out again here at Vallecino Performance. They're getting ready for the Paceline charity ride from Adelaide to Melbourne. This week we're going to take a look at all the training that they've been doing leading into the ride. The initial phase of the Wattbike sessions involves a fitness test so that I can gauge the energy systems and heart rate zones for each rider, because everyone's an individual. Then I work out what their goals are and what their weaknesses are, and obviously their strengths, that we have more of a specific program for the rider. And the main aspect that I really work on generally for most riders that will come and start on the Wattbikes is working on their E2 energy zone, which is still their aerobic energy zone, but you can go right to the top end of that and push yourself, because that is the actual zone that most of the time lots of the riders are actually riding in or also racing in. And what I do to try and increase their strength and also their power, I push them to increase the level. So we've got level 1 as the easiest one and level 10 as the highest level. And I also push them to increase the time on the bike. So they might start off by riding 5 minutes on level 4, and eventually they'll get up to hopefully 20 minutes on level 10. And that's a very big ask. But these two riders next to me, Dave and Dino, have been going for quite a while, and they've been able to work on increasing their power for that long period of time and also work on their other heart rate zones. So they're able to develop their body to work on every different angle. Some of the aims in the Wattbike sessions, especially when you're riding from Adelaide to Melbourne, is to be able to ride for 20 minutes on a level above level 6 and able to do 3 sets with about 5 to 10 minutes break in between. So that's what I aimed for the riders here, to be able to do that, and then they should feel ready to go to Adelaide to Melbourne. And also the other riders that I work with, we aim to do that at the same time as well. And one person that's really developed himself overall, and more so over and above the 20-minute efforts, is Dave. He's worked really hard on getting that really fantastic E2 base, but we've also been able to work on his hills, his sprints and his E3 levels. So Dave will have no problems at all getting through Adelaide to Melbourne. Dino unfortunately was a little bit hard to get started due to a busy schedule with his work, but he's really put in a good sort of 3 weeks to a month just leading into the ride, and I can see that he's really increased his power output, and he's also worked really hard on his technique. So he will get through the ride, no worries at all. He's big and strong, so he's got that good power there. And Andrew has been fantastic, really dedicated and worked really hard on getting his technique correct. He's needed to work on contracting his glutes and also his hamstring and his quads, and using these major muscle groups, and keep pushing those heels down so we don't have any peanuts on that graph that we get the instant feedback on. And he's done really well, and also worked hard on building that E2 base, so he'll enjoy his ride. And Dave, he's also worked hard just towards the end. Unfortunately, he's had a knee injury that we've needed to manage, so the level that he's been working on is not much above sort of level 6, but he won't have any problems in getting through the ride. May not be as comfortable as he'd hoped, but he'll be okay. We'll see you next week to hear all about the ride.